this video, we will go through the Edge data acquisition solution template. A solution template in Prescient Designer is a flow that basically gets you 80% to 90% there in terms of a solution. And you can just customize it to your own need. This particular solution template allows you to acquire data, format that data, store the data on your edge devices, and also store the data in remote databases, and then display data on a dashboard. So this block here, you can associate to all of your devices, whether it's 10 devices, 100 devices, 1,000 devices, etc. And that's where you acquire the data and format the data. We'll explain that a little bit later. The rest of the blocks build a dashboard that allows you to see the data and see alerts, and also have a form to fill in actions and store in a database. So first, I'm going to show you what the dashboard looks like. So this is what the dashboard looks like. So when you have a distributed edge solution, you have many edge devices. So you cannot show all the data from all the edge devices at the same time. What you can do are two things. The first is you can select an edge device from here, and you can show data from that particular device. If you want to see data from a different device, then you can select a different device from here, for example. And now the data is showing, it comes from this device. You can show all the alerts from all the devices. So that's what this table does here. You also have a log table where you can enter information and store that in a database. Obviously, this dashboard is completely customizable. You can add other elements to it. And here in the solution template, we have built the pull-down menu to select device, the alert log table, the form to fill in information, as well as some example dashboard elements that you can replace based on your own need. So now let's go back to the flow. So we're going to explain how this whole solution is built, starting with the edge device. So if I double click on the edge device, you can see that you can select your devices here by clicking on the button, or obviously you can also import from a file if you have a lot of devices. Now we're just going to go inside to look at the flow that's going to be executing in your edge devices. So there are three data streams representing three different data sources. You can have more, you can have less, depends on your system. The first block in the data stream, it represents your sensor or data source. Here is just a behavior block that generates some random number, but you can replace this with, for example, a Modbus block or OPC UA, or a sensor driver, or a data layer driver that's provided by sensor manufacturers or PLC manufacturers. So you can replace this block by any data source block that you need in your system. Once that data comes in, the next block, we call it format. The reason is the data usually comes in as raw data, and you typically wanted to put it into a JSON format like this one here. So the first thing you want to do is put a timestamp on it. You want to do this as early as possible, as close to the source as possible, to minimize the delay between the timestamp and the source of the data. After that, you can put a data type, in there. You can put the device ID. Notice here, I use a conditional statement to say, if there is a device ID associated, then put the device ID here. If there's no device ID associated with a block, use the word simulate. That represents a simulated device. You can even do alerts. If the payload, in this case, is the temperature is greater than 56 degrees, then the message.alert is set to a string called alert. Otherwise, there's no string here. So you can add other fields in here as you like, or you can do more fancy things with other blocks following this block if you like. But this is the basics for setting up a JSON structure that captures not only the data, which is a message.payload by default, but you can also add all the different metadata along with that. So, for example, I do similar things for behavioral, humidity, and vibration data. In the vibration data, I can even multiply by 1,000 so that the data is in the unit of milli-G instead of G. So you can do, math expressions using JSON directly in this block right here, in the change block. So another common thing you typically need to do in your application is store the edge device data into a local database that's inside your edge device. We support Influx directly on most of the edge devices. Our edge script would install Influx as an option if you choose that option. So you can, install the, InfluxDB on your edge devices. Once you do that, you can send data into your local Influx database, or you can send it to a remote Influx database or any other type of database that's either, say, in your plant or in the cloud. It's completely up to you. To send data into a database, obviously you have to format it. There is one block before the format. This basically just prevents the data going through if the data comes from a simulated behavioral device. So you don't store simulated data. But if it's a real device, then data comes through, goes through this database format block. And if you open that, you can see what I do is I set fields, which is basically the value of the data. Here, there's only data and time. And then I can set tags, which represent metadata. So the type and device ID, I set them as tags. Finally, I combine the fields and tags into a message payload to send it into InfluxDB. So this conforms with the way that the InfluxDB block works. And it's always a good idea to separate out fields and tags because InfluxDB works better if you don't put all the data into fields, if you put the metadata into the tags. So by doing that, once you do that, you can now push data into your databases. So in addition to now storing the data, you can also send the data if you choose to. You can send the data into Prescient Designer to be plotted in a dashboard, or you can do other type of operations. Before I jump out of this to show you the rest of the blocks in Prescient Designer, I want to say that there's other blocks provided where you can do more advanced analytics. For example, if you have a lot of data coming in, you can downsample, you can average, you can do quite a number of other things. This particular solution template aims for the simple case where you're just formatting data and storing data into a database. But obviously, you can expand that into any other operation you need to have. So now let's go back up to the Prescient Designer level. And as I mentioned, the data comes out of those output ports coming off the devices. And all the rest of the blocks basically build that dashboard I showed. So those three blocks here, they form the device selector. So if you have that pull-down menu, you select the device. Data for that particular selected device goes through. Otherwise, data from other devices do not go through. And then those are the UI blocks, the gauges, and the charts. This particular path builds that log table that shows all the devices, basically the warnings, the alerts from all the devices. And this one here builds the form where you can enter some information and store that in a database. There's a couple extra blocks because the form doesn't clear itself. You can try this without the blocks. If you enter data into the form, it doesn't clear itself from the form on the dashboard. So there's a few things that I do to remove to reset the form once the data is entered. This set of blocks implements the pull-down menu to select the list, and it remembers which device is selected, and then that's how those three blocks can select that particular device, data from that device to go into the dashboard UI elements. Finally, there is a block that that's contributed from other users that puts a clock to the top right of the dashboard. So you can look into each block in detail to see how these are built. Once you do that, you would know how to build a dashboard like this. It's fairly straightforward. And you can add other dashboard elements to this to do any customization you like.